how does it end? There are some.
Well, there's a lot of theories out there. I mean, Mike Florio threw out the Washington Commanders, and that would be a trade situation because remember, Bill, which was very carefully leaked a couple weeks ago to Ian, signed an extension before the season. So they could trade a second-round pick to Washington. Dallas, if the Cowboys lose on wildcard weekend and Mike McCarthy gets bounced. I think all of that is in play.
Ian followed up on that this weekend and said, if I recall correctly, it's only one extra year. So it's not this massive money, multi-year. Jimbo Fisher's deal is not there, okay? That's not what this is.
We don't know. No one really knows the details of the deal.
Because coaching contracts aren't, they don't have to file them to the league office. It's not like a player contract.
So was Belichick's deal up after this year and they gave him up through 24, or is it through 25?
An extra year so that he's not a lame duck now. Exactly. Regardless, if you want to, it's a tradable deal, one would think.
Totally.
Dallas. I threw out Tampa 2 weeks ago.
That's a good one.
Florio was writing about it last week. I was just spitballing. There's always one that comes from nowhere, right? We didn't see that one coming, right? Do you trade Bill Belichick and let him go elsewhere?
They once acquired him via trade.
Correct.
Not unprecedented.
Or does Bill just say,
Sean Payton was just traded. The trades happen for coaches now.
For like a 1 and a 2?
Yeah.
So, here, look up the terms of the Sean Payton trade. Sean Payton traded Broncos. All right.
Meanwhile,
the deal.
The Patriots just released Jack Jones.
Did they? Belichick was asked about Jack Jones this morning. He said, I want to get into guys' personal lives.
Yeah.
All right, so the Saints will send Sean Payton and a 2024 third-round pick to the Broncos in exchange for a 1 and a 2. So Sean Payton at a 3 for a 1 and a 2. If that's the deal for Sean Payton, what's the deal? Can't believe I'm doing this. For Bill Belichick. If Sean Payton is coach and a 3 for a 1 and a 2, if you're Robert Kraft, what do you want?
I think you probably want a number 1 at least.
Okay. And what? Call up the Commanders. Hey, Josh Harris? Yeah, Bob Kraft. I want a 1 and Sam Howell.
That's kind of spicy. I don't hate that.
Now, Josh Harris would say no way.
Sam Howell has been.
Yeah, that's why you wouldn't hate that.
Do you know who leads the NFL?
Ballin'.
Do you know who leads the NFL in passing yards?
Yeah, Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
Kind of balling. Played really well yesterday in Seattle.
Mm-hmm. Touchdown to De'Ami Brown.
They probably should have went for 2 to just try to win that game.
Which is what they did not do in Philadelphia a couple of weeks ago when they lost there in overtime. Now, if I'm Josh Harris,
pontoon run.
I don't do that deal if I'm Josh Harris. I don't do that deal. I'd say I'll give you a 1 and anything else in our showroom. But a 1 and Sam Howell, no. Sam's the guy. They found their quarterback.
I think Sam's the guy.
Sam's the guy.
Sam can ball, man.
He can ball. So what's the trade? Or do you just, to quote Maximus, just give me a soldier's death. You just say.
Just let him go out on his own?
Just say, it's been nice. We thank you. Here's a laurel and a hearty handshake.
And here's the $20 million for 2024.
Here's whatever it is we owe you.
Yeah.
We thank you. There will be
a statue of you someday?
A statue. Yeah. There will be a wing here in this stadium with your name on it. That Patriots Museum over there, right down the patio from the Dunkin' Donuts. We're going to rename that like the Bill Belichick Patriots Hall of Fame, like any and everything. That TB12, there's a vacancy over there. Like the TB12 thing that's now closing down, we'll make it a Bill Belichick gift shop. Like we will do any and everything. Any and everything. We'll name it the Bill Belichick Marriott over there, or Renaissance, whatever it is. Like we will rename everything here, but we're going to move on. Oof. I think one of the two has to happen.
And then if that does happen, is it Gerard Mayo, who's already there, who people have speculated?
I think it is.
Or do they make a trade for Mike Vrabel or something of that nature? That's been a name that's been thrown out there because this season
I think they would love
Tennessee
Mike
is
Vrabel.
going bad.
Yeah. So after the bye, who the Patriots play after the bye?
Yeah, they play the Giants.
Right.
That's basically for the number 2 pick.
What do you think? So if we can talk college football.
I mean, they're not winning it. The only game that they could possibly win the rest of this season is against the Giants. They're not beating the Chargers, Steelers, Chiefs, Broncos, Bills, or Jets in Week 18.
It's a brutal schedule.
Brutal.
So Iowa beat Rutgers on Saturday 22-0. The over-under on that game was 28. 28.
Mm-hmm.
It was the lowest over-under in like 30 years in college football. What do you think that number would be for Giants-Patriots if it's Tommy DeVito and Bailey Zappi in 2 weeks?
I'll say 31, and it might close under 30.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bleak.
It's bleak.
It is bleak out there.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.